today's edition of Game Over. And it's an edition where I celebrate teenage talent. It's an edition where I celebrate Dani Medvedev. It's an edition where I debunk certain news items doing the rounds. It's an edition where I look ahead at the Indian team for the World T20. First, can it be a better way to win your first major than beat the greatest of all time, Novak Djokovic, in straight sets? We knew that he is one of the best, if not the best, among the successors. We know that. And today we understood that. Today we understood the way Dani Medvedev plied his art at the US Open in New York, that he truly is perhaps the successor to these three greats who have dominated contemporary tennis for a good 2 decades. So imagine this, a youngster taking the women's crown in an 18-year-old Emma Raducanu, and what an incredible effort from her. Even the runner-up Leila Fernandez, and now Dani Medvedev taking out Novak Djokovic, spoiling his major dream of winning practically all the majors. Yes, the Olympics was a bit of a letdowner, but he wanted to turn it back. And what a year he had. Novak, what a year he's had. Think about French, think about Wimbledon, think about this one again, making the final. That Serb is one of the greatest of all time. There's no debate on that. Coming to, Indian cricket. I have to say this. Anybody who wins the World Cup as skipper, means he is batting well, because he will have contributed to the team's cause to have won the World Cup. Now, if you really want to focus on your batting, you would leave captaincy now. If you want to be. You would leave captaincy now to focus on your batting going into a tournament like the World Cup. Now think if India wins the World Cup, obviously the captain would have led from the front, right? Would he then leave the lead captaincy to do what? Clearly, if you are telling me, or if we have to think about it, if Virat Kohli has to give up on captaincy to bat well for India or focus more on batting, that is needed now more than ever, because India is going to play a World Cup, a T20 World Cup. If Kohli is captaining the World Cup, clearly he believes that as captain of the team, he will give his best as batsman as well, because he is one of the most important, if not the most important batsman. So all I will say is, let us not jump the gun and say things. The BCCI treasurer has said that there is no discussion on the lines of split captaincy. He has said that there is Virat Kohli remains the captain in all three formats. It's only obvious that going into the World Cup, that's what the board will say, and that is the case. Let me also say this, that if India does not win the World Cup, there will be questions asked of Virat Kohli. That's how sport is, and that is only natural. I have said this in the past on Game Over, and I'm saying it again. If India does not win the World Cup, we all want to win, fingers crossed. If India does not win the World Cup, questions will be asked of Virat Kohli's captaincy, because that's how sport is. You've got an opportunity in 16, in 17, in 19, in 21. Can India or should India look beyond? But if India does win the World Cup, how can you even think of removing your World Cup winning captain? Does it look probable? So we have to also just think about it a little bit. Think about it and perhaps then take a measured call as to what we say, what we put out. Because people's opinions get shaped by us in the media, and I would say that perhaps it's important. Moving on to Olympic sport, Devendra Jhajharia makes a telling comment on one of my interviews saying, at the Paris Games, India is likely to participate in 15 or 16 sports and win around 40-45 medals. Telling comment. 40 odd medals in Paris is what India's greatest Paralympian is predicting. And he also says that he will participate in the Asian Games of next year. Wow. At 41, he wants to participate in the Asian Para Championships of next year. Incredible resilience, incredible commitment. So that's all I have for you on Game Over. All I will say is follow this newscast, because here you will get the right news, the best news, and the quality news. Thanks very much for watching.